What happened first? Did you connect with Mike or the Swisha House first?
Well, see, I knew Mike from high school. Me and Mike knew each other from freshman year at Nimitz. You know what I'm saying? He went to
Mm-hmm.
Nimitz, I want to say 9th and 10th grade. So me and him, we knew each other 14, 15 years old. We used to play against each other in the Little League basketball team. You know what I'm saying? The Greenspoint YMCA. So me and him was already familiar with each other. But I had lost contact with him for probably like 2 or 3 years because he had ended up going high school somewhere else. So when he went to high school, I ain't seen him for a while until I got to Swisha House. But at the time, I had been with Swisha House maybe I'd say a month or two before he got down. And when
Oh, okay.
they was telling me about, hey, we got this new kid, you know what I'm saying? Hey, his name Mike Jones, he gonna be coming through in a little bit to the studio. I was like, okay, that's such a common name. I ain't think much of it. You feel me? Like, okay, wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, we gonna get busy. We gonna do our thing. Cause at the time, everybody was kind of going their own way with the original Swisha House members. So they was all starting their own labels and going their way. So I guess you could say Swisha House was kind of like in a rebuilding phase. You feel me? So he ended up coming to the lab, and it's my boy from high school. You know what I'm saying? So we
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, we laughed about that for a little bit, and shoot, we just got down to business. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up having a pretty good, rapport on and off the mic. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people say we complimented each other, and we had pretty good chemistry in the lab. So, we both were solo artists. We didn't come as a group. I was there a couple of months before him, and then we didn't immediately become a group. You know what I'm saying? He was a solo act, and I was a solo act. Really, the first round draft pick poster or the first round draft pick front cover, that was just a fly. That was just a fly to promote both of our solo project, who is
Mm-hmm.
Mike Jones and the Rookie of the Year. But everybody assumed it was a album cover for a group, so we just ran with it. It was such a big buzz, and it was such a big demand for us to do the first round draft pick album. You know what I'm saying? We just went on and did it because we was already, tearing the streets up with the freestyles and all the
Mm-hmm.
mixtapes and stuff. Because back then, Swisha I was dropping mixtapes like every month, every 5-6 weeks. So hey, it was going down. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out. As far as us complimenting each other, and then because we were just like, hey, let's just give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah, man, y'all had the Cleveland streets on fire for sure. That shit was playing everywhere,
Yeah,
all day, every day
yeah.
at the clubs at night. So my first introduction to y'all was the first round draft picks. So then
Okay.
y'all came out with the solo afterwards. Is that what you saying?
We say that we go solo afterwards.
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
say?
But I think he did the 40 flows. All of that came afterwards, right?
Oh, that came afterwards. Yeah. So
Hmm.
yeah, we did first round draft picks, and after that, Mike came out with he came out with under what was it from Balling on the Grind. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's called
Yeah, yeah,
Balling on
right,
the
right.
Grind. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, that did very good. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So shit, I was like, man, he did that, and he started taking off. You know what I'm saying? He took off even more. He had a couple of like underground classic hits from there. So after that, I came out with the collection plate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, I dropped the collection plate. That was the first one, and that was a double disc. That was regular and screwed and chopped. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that did real good on the cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that really showed people that I can hold it down as a solo act. You feel me? Like
Oh
until
yeah,
then,
most definitely.
yeah, before then, they were just used to me, me and Mike backdooring each other on the floor. Either he started off or I started off, you know what I'm saying? So after he came out with his solo, I think at the time, I thought it was only right that I went on to drop me a solo. And, you know, I was trying to show that I could hold my own too. You know what I'm saying? Because he had took off so quick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I need to hold my end of the stick up. You know what I'm saying? As far as the group go. But, yeah, it went pretty good. When I came out with Collection Plate, man, I sold more than I thought I would sell. You know, I just wanted a body of work to put out there, you know, to show people, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can hold the project down by myself. But it surprised me. It surprised me. And to this day, people talk about that project. You know what I'm saying? You know, that came out probably by October of 2003. You know what I'm saying? We dropped first round draft picks February 25th of 2003. I want to say Mike dropped his in June. I want to say he dropped it on Watt's birthday because we would always do something for Watt's birthday, June 7th. And then, so I dropped mine, I want to say in late October, maybe October 23rd, something like that. Yeah, around that. October. It was sometime in October, though. It wasn't that, but, yeah. I dropped that, and we dropped out. You know, that was all in 2003. So 2003 was very productive, you know. And by me doing that, it kind of showed I could hold my own. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that project, shoot, it's almost 20 years old, man. People still talk about it to this day.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you more than showed you can hold your own because, like, almost all your verses was filled with bars and punchlines and metaphors. It almost seemed like, you know what I'm saying, it came natural to you, you know, and people not realizing how much work that takes to construct the things that you were saying because a lot of other rappers was rhyming simple things. A lot of the stuff you were saying, it was lyrical, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely, most definitely.
And at the time, you know, when I first started rapping, you know, like you say, everybody used to have the, you know, we had that what we call the I'ma come down flow. You feel me? You know, that's H time, and I love that. I love that type of flow. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew that coming out, I was gonna have to be a little different. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna have to stand out because, you know, shoot, it's H time, man. The fourth largest city, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of rappers out here. And I mean, it wasn't as much then as it is now. It's even more now. But back then, you know, hey, if you was gonna come out then, you have to be saying something, or at least be saying what you gonna say in a slick way, you know, with your own style, you know. So that's what I set out to do.
Most definitely, man. Definitely held on. '03, I was a senior in high school, so I remember that year real well. I had my first little car, I had a Cadillac. I was bumping 90% screw music, man. Y'all had some class that day-to-day grinding, that one with Chamillionaire. What else? That baby remix with Ashanti. That shit hard.
Yeah, man. We had to do something for the ladies, man.
Yeah, go together like fiends and rocks, rings and drops. You was killing them with that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I tried to keep that wordplay official, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, you know, we had some good times, man, doing that, man. You know, the mixtape game was thriving then. That was kind of like your calling card to show what you got. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the album come next. But back then, you know, mixtapes was like albums. You feel me? So yeah, that's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a blessing, man. Real.